Morning students. So for 7th standard, today we are going to see the prose part, which is Eidgah. Okay, and this story was written by Munshi Premchand and it has been translated and adapted by Uma Raman. Okay, so this prose is Eidgah. So we all know Eid means festival. So it is festival that has been celebrated by the Muslim people. Okay. So Eidgah means it is an open area where all the Muslims will gather together or assemble together and they will offer their prayers to the God, okay, on the Eid day. That is early in the morning. So that we call it as Eidgah. So this is a very good story where we learn about the festival Eid. Okay. Now we will start with the story. So in the first paragraph, they have described how the Eid day is. So the Eid day was very wonderful and beautiful in the morning. So the trees were very green in color and also the field were more in a festival mood. Okay, the field, that is the area around that village, was in a festival mode, and the sky was very lovely pink glow. So it started to glow in a lovely pink color, the sky. Okay, the sky in that village was very lovely to see. The sun seemed very brighter. Okay, so it was so bright, which means it was very dazzling. Dazzling means extremely, it was very bright on the Eid day. So everybody started to wish the world a very happy Eid. So everybody were happy in that village and they started to wish Eid for all the people who are around the world. Then the next paragraph. The village was filled with excitement. So if you see the village people were very, very happy, because if there is some festival, everybody knows that all the people will enjoy the festival and celebrate like anything. Everyone wake up early during the Eid festival, okay, because they have to dress themselves and they have to go for the Eidgah. Eidgah is the place where they do their worship. The boys were very much excited. That is, the little boys who live in that village, they were very much excited to go for the Eidgah. And they had been talking about all the time. So all the little boys they were very eager to celebrate this festival and they were all the time talking about this festival. And finally the day has come for them and they were very much excited to celebrate the festival. So now they are very, very impatient. Okay, impatient means you all know they are they are very, very eager to celebrate their festival. So they were very impatient. And they were talking about, the little boys were talking about the treasure that they had in their pockets. That is, the treasure is nothing but the money that they had. That is the paisas that they had in their pockets. So one boy named Muhammad, he counted like 1, 2, 3 and 4 etc. up to 12, and he told that he had 12 coins in his pocket. Okay, so his name is Muhammad. And the second boy, his name is Mohsin, M-O-H-S-I-N. So Mohsin told that he is having 1, 2, 3, 4 etc. up to 15 coins. Okay, so in his pocket he had 15 coins. So these two boys are telling that how many coins they have in their pockets. So Muhammad is telling that he had 12 coins in his pocket, and Mohsin told that he had 15 coins in his pockets. So they are telling we can buy countless things with these coins. Okay, countless means without any count they can buy many items that are present in the Eidgah. That is, there is a fair, F-E-I-R. Fair is a place where all the shops will be there, and in that shops whatever the people need they can go and buy and come. So it is like a market. Okay, so they are telling they are planning for the fair where they can buy many items. So they are planning that we can buy many countless items from the fair, and they are telling they are explaining that they can buy toys, sweets, and water pipes, and also the sweets, and also they can get many toys also from the fair. Okay, so they are discussing all the things that should be done and what should be got from the market. And then the happiest of the boys was Hamid. Now a new entry of the boy is Hamid, Hamid. So that boy is in the age of 4, and he is very thin, and he was very poorly dressed. His dressing was very poor because his father died of cholera. So last year only his father died because of cholera, and his mother also died after that. So both of them died for Hamid. And what happened? This Hamid was used to live with his granny. Okay, his grandmother name is Amina, and he was very happy to live with Amina as a lark. Okay, they have given a word called lark. Lark means being very satisfied and being very happy. So Hamid was very happy with his grandmother Amina. Okay, so she told that his father has gone, because usually if father and mother were died for a kid, then it is very difficult to handle them. So his grandmother told Hamid that his father has gone somewhere else to earn the money, and his mother had gone to Halla to get gifts for him. So like that she used to convince Hamid, and she used to live with him happily. So Hamid has no shoes. Okay, Hamid, how does this Hamid looks is, Hamid does not have shoes to wear. Okay, he does not have shoes for his feet, and if you see, his head was soiled, and whatever the cap that he was wearing on his head was a little muddy, it was little dirty, and also if you see, it is tattered. Tattered means it is torn. Okay, torn, T-O-R-N. Torn means it is getting teared. Okay, so he thought that his father and his mother will come with the sacks full of silver, and also with the gifts from Allah. So he was thinking that his parents will come back again with the lots, with the sacks of silver. That is, you know what is your silver is? Sacks, S-A-C-K-S means a large bag which consists of more silver. So he thought like that, and he was very happy than the other boys. That is Mohammed, Mohsin, Noori and Sami. Okay, they are comparing Hamid with all these 4 kids. Okay, that is Mohammed, Mohsin, Noori and Sami. Okay, now Hamid's granny was very sad. Okay, on the Eid day she was very sad because she did not have any grains to cook. Okay, grains is the Dhaniyangal and Solvangalia. So she doesn't have the grains to cook also. So she was very sad, and she was thinking that if his son was there, if he was alive, then the Eid would be a different day. That is, he is thinking, that is Hamid's father. If he is alive, that Eid will be a very happy day. So now Hamid is telling that he wanted to go to the fair. Okay, so fair, I told you, it is the place where all the shops will be there in one place. Okay, to buy the things. So she is telling, so she was very worried about worried about Hamid, that he is going to the fair without any guidance. Okay, that is, all the other boys are going to the fair along with their fathers, but only Hamid has no company to go along with his father. He is going all alone. So she was very sad on the Eid day. And then Hamid went with the other boys to the fair, and he was like a bird with the wings. The bird, how it flies with the wings, like that. He was very happy with his feet going to the fair. And all the boys went ahead faster faster than the elders who went along with the other boys. Okay, so because they were very eager to go to the fair, and they were all waiting under a tree till the elders come along with them. And after that, they were when they reached the outskirts. That is, outskirts means it is suburbs. So suburbs is a word which refers to the outskirts, that is the outer parts of the town. So they went there and they saw many houses. Those houses belonged to the rich people, and they had a few gardens, and in that garden there were few trees also. The trees were full of fruits, that is mango trees, and also the lychees trees that were available on the roadsides. And they also saw many stores, okay, where they sell many sweets. Okay, so there were people, that is the vendors, who were selling the sweets in those markets. So that sweets all were decorated like a pile up in heaps. That is like a mountains. Okay, so piled means keeping one on the other. The sweets were kept one on the other, and it was mounted like the mountains we see. Okay, like that it was there in the section 1. So then now we will continue with the section. Students, now we are going to continue with the section 2. So now the boys, that is Mohammed, Mohsin, Noori and Sami, along with their fathers, and also along with them Hamid also was there. They all went to the Eidgah now, and they started to do their work there. So now let us continue the story with the section 2. Okay. So in the section 2, if you see, the roads and all become very crowded. Okay, crowded means full of people, and all the people were coming through the tongas and ekas. Okay, tongas and ekas is nothing but it is a two-wheel vehicle where it is run by the horse. Okay, the horse will pull the cart where two wheels will be there, and with that cart the people will come to the Eidgah. And some will be coming in the motor cars also, and they will be well perfumed, that is they will be scented nicely with all the new dress, etc. So they all are very much excited about the festival, and they were all looked very happy. The children, they were very calm and they were very contented. Okay, contented means they were very satisfied to come to the Eidgah and also to see so many stalls or the shops that is around them. And for the children, if you see, who is coming from the village, when they come to the town, they are looking at the things, and they were very much satisfied about the things that were around them. Okay, they started to see the things that is standing in a place, and they were gaped at that wonder. Okay, gaped, G-A-P-E-D, which means it is like staring and seeing the things, that is continuously watching to a particular thing. So now what happened, in their view, if you see, there are so many worshippers, okay, that is the devotees of God. So many people have come to the Eidgah, and they were standing in a line one after the other, and they were eager to worship in the Eidgah. So they can see so many worshippers are there in that place, and now they were lining themselves in that particular row or the line. Okay, when they come to that particular place. And now the prayer was over. After that, after a long time, the prayer was over and men embraced each other. Okay, embraced means they were holding one arm and they were very happily wishing the Eid to each other. That is embracing each other. They descended on the sweet and vendors' stores like an army moving to attack. So now what they did is, after embracing each other, they were like the army people who go for the attack. Like that, all the people in the Eidgah started to move towards the sweets and toy vendors. Okay, so first initially all these four kids went near the merry-go-round toy game. Okay, so that is the merry-go-round will be made up of the elephant, horses and camels, which is made up of a wooden thing, and so that the kids can sit on the wooden animals and they can go for a round. Okay, so for that they have to so they have to pay only 1 paise, and so that they can move around for 25 rounds. Okay, so for this particular round or for this particular game, Mohammed, Mohsin, Nouri and Sami went except Hamid. Okay, so really this is a pathetic situation where Hamid was standing alone and all the boys who came with them, they started to play with the game. And then Hamid was watching them from a distance and all he had was only 3 paises, because when he was coming from the home he had only 3 paises. And if you see the so he was thinking that he have to spend 3 paises for this miserable rounds. That is for rounding with sadness, we have to spend 3 paises. So he was not comfortable for playing that game. And then it was time to go to buy the toys. So all the kids were very happy to move towards the toy shop and they started to buy the toys. So there were toys like soldiers, milkmaids, kings, ministers, water carriers, washerwomen and holy men. So these are the toys that were available in the stalls. Now Mohammed, he bought a policeman. That policeman was wearing a khaki dress and he was having a red turban in his head. So turban means a small cloth that has been tied on his head to identify that he is a policeman, which is red in color. And this one, Mohsin, that is the another kid, he bought one water carrier. Okay, that is the carrier which is used to store the water. So he got that. And Nouri, she got on lawyer. That is the toy which is like a lawyer. So these toys were cost it cost only 2 paises. So each toy cost only 2 paises, and all these kids were buying one different toy for themselves. Okay, and if you see, so here also Hamid did not buy any toys, and he thought that if the toys suddenly if it falls down, so the toys will be smashed to bits. That is, it will be broken to bits. So he is thinking like that, and he did not buy that toys also. And finally, what happened? He is thinking that if that toys, if some water has when water has pour on that particular toys, what will happen? The color will also go for that toys. So he was thinking everything, and he did not buy the toys also. So, but whenever they go for the merry-go-round, and also whenever they bought the toys, and also whenever they were doing all those things, Hamid was very he was hungrily watching for all those things, and he had the option only for holding all the things in his hand. So he was not able to buy those things. He can only hold those things in his hand. And finally they wish to go for the sweet stalls. Now everyone are going to the sweet stalls, and there they bought the sesame seed candy. Okay, that is the sesame seed is nothing but we get from the sesame plant. So using that seed they will prepare the candy. So that candy they bought, and they bought gulab jamuns, and also they bought halwas. All these were bought from the stalls. But they smacked their lips and they started to relish with that sweets. That is, smacked means they are opening and closing their lips, and they are making sound to eat the sweets, and also they are eating with relish. Relish means they were very happy and they enjoyed the taste of the sweet. And finally only Hamid was left out. So here also Hamid was left all alone, because he did not buy any toys, he did not go for merry-go-round, and he did not have the sweets also. So it is really pathetic when we think about Hamid, because he did not get anything from the fair. Okay, now we will continue with the section 3. Students, now we are going to continue with the section 3. So now all the kids were in the Eidgah and they were buying all the things, and except Hamid, because Hamid did not get any toys, he did not go for the merry-go-round, and he did not get any sweets also. So now we will continue the story with section 3. So in this section 3, next to the sweet stall, okay, after the sweet stall, there were few hardware stores and also some jewelry shops. So the hardware stores is nothing but the place where they have all the electrical items, the pipes, etc. Okay, so they walked, all the kids walked away from those shops except Hamid. So Hamid wanted, he waited there and he wanted to buy something. Okay, so Hamid was thinking that his grandmother, okay, his grandmother Amina, whenever she was preparing chapatis, she used to burn her hands on the iron pan. Okay, so he thought that he would buy some pair of tongs. Okay, Tongs, tongs. So tongs is nothing but it is a hardware, that is, it is a item that is used to hold the hot things. Okay, the things which are very hot, using the tongs we can hold it carefully so that it will not hurt our hands. So he was thinking like that, and he thought that it will be very useful for his grandmother, and he started to ask the shopkeeper, that is, how much it cost for the pair of tongs. So now the shopkeeper replied that it is 6 paise, that is 6 paise for the pair of tongs. And Hamid's heart really sank, because he had only 3 paises in his hand. So he was thinking, and he was standing, and he started to ask the shopkeeper about the price again. So the shopkeeper told, alright, you give me 5 paises, and or otherwise you leave the stall. Okay, stall is the shop. Okay, so he is telling, you give me 5 paises, that is the final price, and after that if you don't have, you can leave from the shop. And then Hamid had only 3 paises. Because Hamid had only 3 paises, he was not able to ask with that amount, because he thought that shopkeeper will scream at him. So he started to walk away from that shop. And finally what happened? The shopkeeper, he did not scream, but he called Hamid and he told how much you have, and Hamid told that I have only 3 paises. So finally Hamid, the shopkeeper, planned to give a pair of tongs to Hamid for 3 paises itself. Okay, now he was very happy. Hamid was very happy to get the pair of tongs for only 3 paises, and when he carried that tongs on his shoulder, and he was coming like he was having a gun in his shoulder. So when he was hanging that pair of tongs, it looked like a gun for other friends who were there in the Eidgah. So So that Mohsin, okay, Mohsin is a kid who is along with Hamid. Mohsin asked, "Are you crazy? Why do you brought this pair of tongs?" So Hamid told that if I throw forcefully this tong, then it will not be broken. But if you throw your water carrier, what will happen to your water carrier? It will get broke off. It will be broke off. Okay. So Muhammad also told, and this particular pair of tongs is like a toy or not. So now Hamid is telling, when you hold this across your shoulder, that is when you hold this tongs across your shoulder, it will look like a gun. And when you keep this particular tong in your hands, it will be like a musical instrument. And my tongs are like a tiger. So he is telling that my tongs are like a tiger when you compare with the other toys. Okay. So Sammy, so that is the girl who is along with those boys, and she is telling, I have brought tambourine for 8 paises. So can you exchange this tambourine with your tongs? Okay. So tambourine is a musical instrument that is used to tap with their hands to make the sound. That is, it is like a drum which is used to create the sound. So she is telling, I got it for 8 paises. Can you exchange with this your tongs with this tambourine? And he told this Hamid told no for all those kids, and he brought those pair of tongs, and all these kids returned by 11 o'clock. They all returned to the village again. Okay. So they were when they come to their village, all the people in the village also, they were very much excited about the festival, and they felt very happy returning from Eidgah to their village. Now what happened? Hearing his voice, hearing Hamid's voice, his grandmother, who is Amina, she ran fast from her house, and she started to talk with Hamid. Okay. And she was asking about what are the things that were happening in the Eidgah. And she noticed the tongs in his hand. So he was having that pair of tongs in his hand. So she noticed that tongs, and she asked, have you brought them? So he told that, yes, I only brought them from the fair that was there in the Eidgah. And she was scolding Hamid. So why do you are a stupid child, why do you brought those pair of tongs? Because it is going to be 12 now, that is you have to have your lunch or some snacks or something like that. Why can't you buy those things for eating? Why do you buy these tongs again? So Hamid told that whenever you are preparing chapatis, you usually burn your hands because of that iron pan. So I thought this particular thing will be useful for you, that I brought from the fair. And she was very pleased with her grandson words. That is, she started to cry also, because she thought, see how much care and affection that his grandson have towards her. And then she thought that pair of tongs was so precious, that is, it was so valuable for her, and it is like a sacks of silver, that is a large bag which consists full of silver. It is like so precious, and it was so valuable for her, presenting a pair of tongs for her from his grandson. Okay, that's all. This story, hope you all understood this story. So from this story we understand that we should not be a selfish person. We should be selflessness. Okay, so we should not be selfish, and also we learn that we should be happy with whatever we have. Okay, so whatever is there for us will be there for us. So we should be happy, and we should be comfortable, and also we should be satisfied with whatever we have. That is what we learn from this story. Okay, thank you students. Have a nice day.